Hello there everybody, this is Graham, also known as the Collect 75, and welcome back to another Transformers Generation 1 review. And this is part 2 of my Transformers Headmaster Horrorcons review. Now, I wasn't too keen on 8-Face in part 1, and Snapdragon here is a lot better. I mean, compared to some other G1 figures, Snapdragon still has a lot of problems. But it's still a good toy. Now, I really do want, I've only just remembered this actually, I want those, can't remember who makes them, is it KFC? They've done some like masterpiece-ish versions of these. I really do want those, but they're very expensive. They do look good. Anyway, yeah, let's get on with this video. Now, this is his Headmaster. Now, this is the second time I've just done this, because I forgot the guy's name. I really don't, I very rarely forget things like that. Things like that just stick in my head. This is Krunk. Very strange name, but he's a very cool Headmaster. I love the fact that he's got all these teeth on his legs and is giving him a very, very cool look. And he can even move these arms, which is really good. I wish they'd painted the face. I don't know if it's going to pick it out too well there, but that would have been good. I love it. He's got a screw for his chest or his abdomen, which is kind of cool. I like it. He's all right. He's a little loose on some bits. And because they've been riveted in, it's hard, very hard to tighten those joints up. But, you know, he's not too bad. Right, we're going to put him over there. Now, I did forget to show this on 8-Face. You can put them actually inside them. And you see he's got this nice little area here. And it'll fit in there nice and easy. Anyway. It's a shame that he fits in there and not actually in the cockpit. There we go. Right, so move him out of the way for a minute. Here we go with the actual jet. Now, the jet is very, very cool. I love the jet mode. I love the little weird turbine intakes here. Very Blackbird-ish, if you know what I mean. And he's got some nice landing gear. All works and everything, unless mine's, over time, has seized up a little bit. And other than that, he looks all right. He's a little bit strange looking at the back there with no visible thrusters, though. So you could pretend those were thrusters. And overall, I like him. Now, for the longest time when I first got this guy, I didn't have these. I think I may have had one, I can't remember. But because you can see them angled, there is a left and a right. I'm going to take one off quickly and show you. So there we go. You can see that. So they're angled. You got a left and a right. Now, I'm not quite sure. I'm assuming they're supposed to be inswept, and you can have them outswept if you want, depending on your preference. So if you're going to go searching for those, make sure you get the right bloody ones. So I think on eBay once I bought the wrong bloody one and ended up with two of the same. So, you know. Anyway, right, so let's transform this guy. Now, he's got a lot better transformation than bloody 8-Face. You're going to flip that over. Take this so it bends this way. That is going to become his tail. These are going to become his legs. Going to rotate these down. Flip those down. Well, that's it. And then rotate this little out. That's going to become his foot. And then you can just slightly bend him at that knee joint. Right, so. And then rotate into the right position like that. These joints are going, this is where it gets a bit weird. Rotate around like so. Bring that down so you can see what I'm bloody doing. Then you take this whole section and rotate that out. And that is dragon mode. Now, it's I'm going to put the head on in a second. I just want to point this out. Very strange. I can't work out what you're supposed to do with these, because these end up longer than where his head is. Actually, let me put the head in and I'll show you. Right, so you can transform this very easily. And I like it because you can actually have him with his mouth open and he can eat people. I love that. Just a shame my one's a bit loose, so he just flops open with his mouth open all the time, looking like he's, I don't know, ready for the funny farm or something. I don't know. Well, that usually ends up looking like that. So anyway, yeah, so you get these arms, and they just look like that, and he's permanently looking up because you cannot bring this joint down anymore to look properly. So it's a bit of a strange one. But then again, it would work better like that. Like how a T-Rex should look. It's just, I would have preferred it if they didn't have these green bits and they used these, just moulded these as the little arm bits. I think that would have worked better, but there we go. Bit of a strange one, that one. Right, so the dinosaur mode does work better than 8-Faces, in my opinion. Still not perfect, but it's a lot better. I'd have preferred it just maybe if you could have brought the head out more, or these arms were a little bit smaller, something like that, and I'd have loved it. Though, if I'm honest, if I'd have had this as a child, I would have loved it. And I wanted Snapdragon. I wanted him, but I never got him. Because, yeah, this is what toys are supposed to be for children. Great toys. And if you're a child, you forgive these bits. A bit like an 8-face, really. I'm looking at it as an adult collector. As a child, I could have just played with it and not been too bothered. I think I would have been bothered a bit, but not as much as I am these days. Right, so let's transform him. Let's get this head out. That just pops off. Put him over there. Pardon me. Rotate those away. We're going to flip these out. These are going to come his legs, like so. I wish these actually sort of like tabbed in, because they do become ever so slightly annoying, like that. He's got these little feet. Pop them out. And here he is. You can see him taking shape already. Now, he does have this, which looks very dodgy. You can flop that, put that away though. And then we've got to rotate this bum flap down. Rotate this back round. Now, he doesn't have, or does he? I can't remember. Oh, you can. Oh, bloody hell. Without knocking everything off. Bring these round. So now he's got the foot now becomes his fist. Providing that you don't knock everything else on, you can give him a slight elbow joint, which is kind of cool. Don't worry about that. And then bring this all the way down to his back section, and that flips up. He does have then the most awfulest bit of back kibble going. But he stands up pretty well, even with that. So, you know, there's something to be said for G1 toys. I think it says Soundwave SG1 did once say, all these days with all these new figures, you know, you've got to spend half hour just trying to get the blooming things to stand up. G1 figures, I never remember having too much trouble. Anyway, right, so this guy obviously does transform twice. And you bring this little faceplate down like that. And then you plug him in. And he looks all right. I love it. I love the kind of riveted head sculpt. I love that. And he's all right. I love him. And on display of all your G1 figures, this guy just looks great. I mean, yeah, he looks archaic, chunky, but he's great. And he's got a couple of guns here. I forgot to put them on. Where are they? Here we go. They're down here. So you can't really use them in any other mode. You can sort of put them in a few places, but they look a bit odd. So really, I think they're only supposed to be used in robot mode. I could be wrong there. I think one's more yellowed than the other. I don't know if it's going to pick it out too well. I just realised that. That's a shame, but I'm not that bothered. So there he is. He's got a couple of nice guns. And, you know, and he's a good big bruiser. That's what I love. And then when you put him next to his companion, the one with the backpack that does not want to stay. Does not want to stay. It stayed earlier. There we go. There we go. And those two look pretty good together. They do look good. Yeah, I really do like them. I really do like them. When they're like that. Messing with them, yeah, playing the bloody arse. Yeah, I think they're all right. And, you know, they're sort of like, if you want a couple of G1 figures, these are the ones you sort of like need to get. Because even though they're bad, they're good. They're good, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I do like them. Almost forgot. 8-face. Oh, sorry, not 8-face. Snapdragon does have his speed, strength, and intelligence in there. And they're all pretty high. I very rarely ever used that gimmick when I was a kid. I never saw too much of the point of that. But there we go. Right, so this has been Graham, the Collector 75, with the Headmaster Horicons Snapdragon and 8-face there. And I shall see you all next time. Don't forget, you can follow me on Instagram at the Collector 75. And, of course, you can support my channels using the links below. And I shall see you all next time. Bye for now.